Boston, MA. In a move that promises to shake up the NBA market, the Boston Celtics are considering the acquisition of young and promising player Obi Toppin, currently playing for the Indiana Pacers. The green and white franchise, which is looking to strengthen its roster for the upcoming season, sees Toppin as a key piece to further improve its on-court performance. Obi Toppin, a first-round pick in the 2020 draft, quickly emerged as one of the most exciting talents in the league. With his combination of agility, strength, and scoring ability, he has proven to be a versatile player, capable of playing both power forward and small forward. This season, Toppin averaged 12.7 points and 5.5 rebounds per game, and he has been a constant presence in highlight reels, showcasing his impressive dunks and explosive plays. His dynamic playing style and ability to adapt to different situations on the court have made him a player admired by fans and critics alike, with many believing he has even greater potential to be explored. Since entering the league, Toppin has stood out not only for his athletic skills, but also for his competitive mindset and willingness to learn and evolve. He has become an example of perseverance, overcoming challenges both on and off the court. His life journey, which includes a history of overcoming adversity and determination, resonates with the Celtics' philosophy, a team that has always valued work ethic and commitment. Additionally, Toppin's ability to connect with fans and his charismatic personality make him a valuable asset for any franchise. The Celtics, known for their rich history and passionate fan base, could greatly benefit from a player who not only contributes on the court, but also engages with the community. The prospect of seeing Toppin donning the green and white jersey has generated excitement and enthusiasm among fans who dream of watching him become a star in Boston. The Celtics are aware that adding Toppin to their roster is not just a matter of individual skills, but also a strategy to strengthen the team's cohesion. With a roster already featuring established stars like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, Toppin could seamlessly integrate, bringing new energy and a playing style that complements what is already being done. The potential for an explosive offensive lineup with Tatum, Brown, and Toppin could transform the team's dynamics and elevate their chances of success in competitions. In light of these considerations, the Celtics management is closely monitoring every move in the market. The search for reinforcements is a priority, and the possibility of securing a talent like Obi Toppin is something the franchise cannot overlook. With the new season approaching, negotiations could intensify, and Boston fans are eagerly awaiting news that could confirm the arrival of another key piece in their pursuit of the NBA title. The Celtics, who reached the Eastern Conference Finals last season, are on the lookout for reinforcements that can help them challenge the top teams in the NBA, such as the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. The competitiveness in the league is high, and teams aspiring for success know they must constantly adapt and strengthen to remain relevant. Adding Toppin to the roster could provide a new dynamic to the team's offense, as well as offer more options off the bench, an aspect that was criticized during the last campaign. Many analysts pointed out that the lack of depth in the roster was a crucial factor in the playoff losses, and signing a talented player like Toppin could address that weakness. The management's vision is that acquiring a player like Toppin would not only increase the depth of the roster, but also bring a new energy that could inspire the more experienced players to elevate their performance levels. Toppin, with his growth mindset and contagious enthusiasm, has the potential to revitalize the atmosphere in the locker room, which is essential in a league where player chemistry can make all the difference. With his ability to quickly integrate and build positive relationships with his teammates, Toppin's presence could foster a collaborative and motivating work environment. Furthermore, Toppin's versatility on the court is an asset that the Celtics can explore in various ways. He can be utilized in different formations and combinations, allowing coach Joe Mazzulla to experiment with new offensive strategies. This would not only broaden the range of options during games, but could also surprise opponents who already have a game plan established against the Celtics. With Toppin as an option, the team would have the necessary flexibility to adapt to different playing styles and situations. The Celtics are also aware that adding Toppin could positively impact the development of younger players on the roster. Having an emerging talent alongside stars like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown could create an environment conducive to growth, where younger players feel inspired to improve their skills and strive harder. This exchange of experiences and integration of new talent could result in a more cohesive and competitive team, ready to face any challenge. The competitive landscape of the Eastern Conference is challenging, and the need for a strong and balanced roster has never been more evident. Expectations surrounding the Celtics are high, and the franchise's management knows that every move counts. The search for reinforcements is not limited to improving on-court performance. It also involves building a strong and resilient identity that can lead the Celtics into another title chase in the NBA. Signing Obi Toppin, with his skills, energy, and potential, could be a decisive step in that direction, making the Celtics not only dream of success, but also ready to achieve it. Rumors about the possible trade began to circulate following a recent meeting between the Celtics management and Toppin's representatives. This conversation, which took place in a discreet setting, sparked significant interest among both the franchise's fans and league analysts. Sources close to the club indicate that Boston is willing to offer a combination of players and draft picks to secure the athlete's signing. This pragmatic approach reflects the Celtics' determination to ensure that their team remains competitive and becomes a lasting powerhouse in the NBA. The idea is to create a young and talented core that can compete for titles in the coming years. The Celtics have a long history of success, and know that to return to being one of the favorites, they must invest in players with great potential. The philosophy of adding young talents has already been a central point in the Celtics' recruiting strategy, and Toppin would fit perfectly into this plan. He represents not only a promise of on-court performance, but also a symbol of renewal and hope for a fan base eager to see the team return to the path of victory. In addition to his on-court ability, the player also brings commercial appeal, as his popularity is rapidly growing. Toppin, who stood out in NCAA as a charismatic and exciting athlete, has garnered a loyal fan base that extends beyond his hometown. His presence in Boston could not only increase ticket and merchandise sales, but also open opportunities for marketing partnerships and sponsorships. The franchise recognizes that in such a competitive market, having players who attract media and fan attention is crucial for financial and sports success. Moreover, Toppin's potential signing could bring new dynamism to the team's activities. With his ability to shine on social media and attract media attention, Toppin could help revitalize the franchise's image, especially among younger audiences. This would not only aid in building a new generation of fans, but also reinforce the winning culture that the Celtics have always sought to promote. The Celtics are therefore attentive to all the possibilities that Toppin's signing could offer. The negotiation is not limited to technical and tactical aspects. It also involves a broader strategic vision that considers the impact a player with Toppin's profile can have both on and off the court. With this in mind, the team is willing to do whatever it takes to ensure that he becomes part of the bright future they are planning. As the days pass and the trade window approaches its close, anticipation grows, and Celtics fans eagerly await news that could confirm Toppin's arrival and the start of a new era for the franchise. Toppin's arrival in Boston could also benefit other players on the roster, such as Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who would have a new offensive teammate with complementary skills. Toppin's addition would bring a new dimension to the Celtics' offense, allowing Tatum and Brown to better explore their potential. With his ability to create space and finish effectively, Toppin could further unlock offensive options for Tatum and Brown, enhancing the team's collective play. His knack for cutting to the basket and his mid-range shooting ability would be valuable, as they could open up opportunities for the two stars of the team, who are already known for their explosive plays and scoring capability. Additionally, The presence of a player with Toppin's charisma and energy could help revitalize the locker room atmosphere, something the Celtics consider vital for the team's success. The environment within the team is crucial, especially in high-pressure moments during the season. Toppin, with his positive attitude and contagious enthusiasm, could serve as a catalyst to strengthen the bonds between players, creating a spirit of camaraderie and cooperation that is essential in such a competitive league. The chemistry between players is often an underestimated factor but is fundamental, and Toppin has shown to be an excellent teammate, known for his positive spirit and willingness to work hard. His ability to relate well to others and adapt to different playing styles is also a significant asset. Toppin is versatile enough to align with the team's needs, whether as a finisher in fast breaks or as a player who can contribute to more structured plays. This would not only help Tatum and Brown excel even further, but also allow other less prominent players on the roster to benefit from his presence on the court. Moreover, Toppin's effectiveness in creating plays and drawing defensive attention can open up space for the team's shooters, like Marcus Smart and Grant Williams, who may find more open opportunities to shoot from long range. This interdependence among players is what often distinguishes a championship team from one that merely participates in the playoffs. Toppin's ability to be a decoy, that is, to draw defensive attention to create space, could translate into a more dynamic and fluid offense, where each player has the chance to shine. Finally, Toppin's influence goes beyond the technical aspect. His energy and passion for the game can inspire a new level of commitment among younger players and even veterans. The psychological and emotional impact that a player like Toppin can have on the group is significant, and this is reflected not only in individual performance but also in the team's collective performance. With Toppin's addition, the Celtics would not only be acquiring a talented player, but also a figure who could become a true leader both on and off the court, uniting the roster around a common goal: to win another NBA title. However, the negotiation is not expected to be easy. The Indiana Pacers also recognize Toppin's potential and are not willing to let him go easily. After a period of uncertainties and changes, the team is implementing a new rebuilding plan that aims not only to revitalize its roster but also to establish a solid foundation for the future. In this context, Toppin stands out as a central piece of this process, given his youth and skill, which could be fundamental for the franchise's long-term success. The Pacers have a clear strategy. They seek to build a team that can compete in the Eastern Conference in the coming years, and Toppin, with his rising talent and potential, is seen as an essential part of that plan. Therefore, the pressure on the Celtics to present an attractive enough offer to convince the Pacers to release the player is immense. This may involve offering not only players in return, but also future draft picks or other valuable assets that could interest Indiana. Furthermore, the competition for Toppin could become a heated battle, with other franchises also showing interest. Rebuilding teams and those that are already competitive may see Toppin as an opportunity to strengthen their rosters. This competition only adds another layer of complexity to the negotiation, making it imperative for the Celtics to act quickly and strategically. Any delay or hesitation could result in another team securing the player's signing, which would make the Celtics even more vulnerable in their quest for a reinforcement that could be crucial for their championship aspirations. The negotiation tactics that the Celtics choose to adopt will be critical. They will need to carefully evaluate which players they are willing to include in the offer, and how that will affect the dynamics of their own roster. Additionally, the management must be mindful of Toppin's market value, which may be rising, as more teams show interest in him. In this situation, the Celtics are not just competing with other franchises. They also need to ensure that their actions are perceived as intelligent and strategic, rather than merely reactive. The pressure is mounting, and the uncertainties surrounding Toppin's situation may affect not only Boston's plans, but also the expectations of the fans. The possibility of seeing such a talented player transfer to a rival or even to an unexpected team is a scenario that is on the minds of fans and management alike. Therefore, as negotiations unfold, the Celtics' ability to be agile and decisive will be crucial to ensure that Toppin becomes part of their ambition to return to being a championship team in the NBA. Celtics fans are eager for updates, and social media is buzzing with speculation about the potential signing. The Boston community, notoriously passionate about their team, is divided between optimism and caution, aware that roster changes can directly impact the team's performance. The excitement surrounding Toppin, who is still considered an emerging player, is palpable, with many fans already envisioning how he would fit into Coach Joe Mazzulla's tactical scheme. The coming days promise to be decisive for the Boston franchise. The NBA trade window is open, and the Celtics need to act quickly if they want to secure the signing of Obi Toppin. With the season approaching, the pressure to assemble a competitive roster is intensifying, and Boston is determined not to let this opportunity slip away. Celtics fans, who are always looking for reasons to celebrate, may see in Toppin a new hope and a potential future star for their team. It remains to be seen whether the negotiation will materialize and whether Boston will succeed in adding another talent to its already impressive roster. With the Celtics' rich history and winning tradition, the expectation is that any new player joining the team will be ready to join the fight for another NBA title.